guys, welcome back to my channel. This is my first video and I decided that I'm going to be doing just what you need to start SFX. So the first thing that I started with was liquid latex. So I have this liquid latex here. It's 16 ounces. I bought it on Amazon for like $9. There's some, if you get it at Spirit of Halloween, I believe it's $17, $18. There's also different brands that you can get. I'm just starting out, so I get it's kind of like just a Halloween one, you know, just a random brand that I get, but it's cheap and it works. And I usually use either toilet paper or cotton balls that are cheap. Like I have like really cheap toilet paper here and some cotton balls that I got, and you can use that to make stuff. Also, to apply latex, you're not going to want to use a brush because the latex sticks to it and it will destroy a brush. So I have wedges that I use for latex. You just use the wedges, and I have two left here, but you just take the wedge and you use usually the back part to apply the latex. And I also have scissors for cutting, like if you make a prosthetic and you need to trim it or whatever, you do that. But the basic is you need some liquid latex. It's relatively cheap. It's cheaper than wax, the wax that you use to do it. And that's what you need for latex. Coloring wise, I've seen that most people use the Skin Illustrator palettes, but they're very expensive. So I just use regular eyeshadows. I have a few eyeshadow palettes that I don't really do beauty makeup that often, but I do sometimes. But I have some palettes here that I use sometimes to do coloring. But the problem with that is there's glitter in them, like shimmers in them. So I can't really use them that much, but when I do use them, I try to get a matte color so it's not shimmery. Also, a thing you probably need if you have longer hair like me, I have these really dirty bunny ears that I bought at Walmart for like 98 cents one time, and I use them to just get the hair out of my face when I'm doing something on my face. So that's something that I use every single time. Another thing you can use for coloring if you make prosthetics or just coloring your latex or whatever, is grease paints. These come in 5. These I think are more expensive, but I have them all together. But they're normally like, that would be like one set, and then there's like different sets for each one. Like this one is like a colorful one. I'll have to find out how much they are and tell you in the next video. But I use those to color a lot of things. You can make really cool bruises with these. The next video I might be a tutorial on how to make easy bruises. Another thing that you need for SFX is blood. So I recently got this, which was kind of expensive. It's the Mayron coagulated blood gel. For 1 ounce, it's 1 ounce. I think it was like $7 maybe. Might be cheaper than that, but it was pretty expensive. You also need like liquid blood too. So this is Bottle of Blood by Spirit. It is $7, and I think there's one that's like $10. It's a thicker consistency, but yeah, that's that. The blood. I also have blood capsules that I used. See if I can find one. Blood capsules. These are maybe for if you're like doing it on the go, or maybe you're doing like a trick-or-treating thing and you have fake blood and maybe it starts to dry when you're out trick-or-treating. You could just have a few blood capsules with you to always have fresh, wet looking blood. Or if you're on the go and you don't want to take an entire bottle of that. Also, a very good thing to use to apply prosthetics is spirit gum. Now, one big thing with having spirit gum, if you have spirit gum, which is this, you need, oh my god, I have a hair on it. You need spirit gum remover. Spirit gum has a very strong scent, so I would recommend not putting it near your nose or anything, and definitely not near your eyes. It even says on the back, avoid contact with eyes, because that would end up not well. You 100% need remover. You cannot remove it without the spirit gum remover. It doesn't work if you do that. Also, how to use the spirit gum. You take the spirit gum, if I can open it, you take some of the spirit gum, just get a little bit of that, put it on your hand a little bit, you know, wherever, and then let it sit there for a couple seconds, and then you have to tap it until it's sticky, like that, like that's perfect, and then you stick your stuff there. But you just tap it until it gets sticky enough to where it will, like a product will stick to it. What else do you need? You might need some like palettes like these, like the cream paints that you can do depending on what kind of thing you're doing. If you're doing like a wound, you might want to get some wax. This was about $20 for 10 ounces, I believe. Yes, 10 ounces of Sin Wax by Mayron. I've heard that the Ben Nye one's better, but it's much more expensive, so I didn't get that. I got the cheaper version because, you know, it's cheaper. But if you do get wax, make sure you get some petroleum jelly because you need petroleum jelly, and this is relatively cheap. I got it at the dollar store for $1. Matter of fact, I just got a new one that smells so good. Petroleum jelly. Should probably put that in there. It's by a different thing, but whatever. And if you do get the wax, you're gonna need some tools to go with it. These are just like they might have some dog hair on them because I have a white dog. And there's wax on them that I need to clean off. Also, I found out a very good way to clean off the tools that you use for wax. I have coconut oil that I was going to use to make a makeup remover, but I never got around to it. So I use that to get the wax and stuff off, and it works very good. So you can use that. Another thing you may need for SFX stuff is these are grease paints, I believe, in like a pan. As you can see, I mixed the color right here, that's why there's like that orange. But I use the white. I usually use the white to trace out things, like outline things that I'm doing on my face. And then I use the red for wounds because it's a darker red. Sorry for that, but I was just saying that the cream paint is much too red for a realistic look. So I think I'm gonna stop it there. So this is pretty much all you need for SFX. You might need some like Q-tips and stuff like that. And I have cheap makeup removers that I got from Walmart. They were like $1. They work very well for my SFX stuff. I don't want to go buying like $4 makeup wipes for something that I'm just going to take right off. Also, I have some brushes. I have a little box of brushes here that I have all different types of brushes in here. Some of them are cheap, some of them aren't. So you also can use that to color some stuff. I might be getting Skin Illustrator palettes soon. If I do, I'll make a review video of that. But that is all for today. Make sure you like, comment, and subscribe, and turn post notifications on to make sure you don't miss the next video, which will probably be next Friday. So, see you guys later. One last thing I forgot to add is you might need a stippling sponge like this to use blood. I forgot to add that. That's a very good product I use to kind of get texture and stuff. And gelatin I also use sometimes to get texture in some wounds. But that's about it. Bye.